Unfortunately, I have no idea what
Well,
to do right now.
use this time to put some thoughts together and see what you can come up with if you are Desro, because before we get into the match, of course, it's the first time Desro plays in NationWars 3 itself, the main tournament. Let's hear what he had to say.
NationWars, c'est une façon pour tous les joueurs de représenter notre pays parce que à travers de l'année, WCS et tous les autres tournois, tu viens de ton pays, mais ça finit là. Il n'y a pas d'enjeu, il n'y a rien de spécial pour représenter ton pays. Donc, NationWars, c'est unique. Puis c'est vraiment cool. Jouer en face de 2000 personnes à Paris, ben, ce serait fou. J'ai jamais joué devant une audience aussi grosse que ça. Ce serait une expérience unique que je n'oublierai jamais si on est capable de se qualifier. Ça a vraiment été le fun, vendre du rêve comme ça avec mes disruptors. Donc, tout ce que je peux faire pour que les spectateurs français soient contents et le reste aussi, je vais faire tout ce que je peux.
Drogo, you're laughing a little bit. Why? What are you laughing at?
Because, like, this is, as a French person, this is always very funny when someone from Quebec speaks French.
Yeah? What is it? What is it? Just it sounds different?
It just sounds really funny.
Really funny. Could you describe it to a non-French speaker?
I can
What's
hear
the
it
difference?
sounds different, but
Just
I don't know why
different?
it's funny.
I don't know, like, don't like American people make fun of Scottish people or stuff like that. I don't know, like, like think of people that have a funny accents.
Yeah.
That's how it works for us. Like people from Quebec, they can't not be funny.
But how would you rate his French out of 10 then?
Actually, on a Quebec standard, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like if I can understand what he's saying, he's a pretty good speaker.
Honest Drogo. All right, so now he's going up against Major. Did you take some thoughts, or were you just, thinking about more of his accent? What can we see here on Prion Terraces, do you think, from Desro, especially because he's the underdog?
I don't know, like Prion Terrace, I just can't see it. I just don't like it. Maybe if he tries to play a macro game, like what could he do really?
I know that they have played quite a few times against each other in the past, and I'm sure that Desro has won a couple times, and with a couple I mean...
Well, as in never.
One.
One map.
One map.
One map out of 13.
Because
it's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Even if there's even a lot of all-in that you can do that are not really reliant on the map, like big adept all-in into even more gets adept all-in. This one is always pretty cool. And I don't know if like Major opens with 3 racks or if he's a factory guy with a cyclone. This is a pretty good information to have.
All right, come on, do it, Des. Do it.
At the bottom right of the map, this is Major Light. I love it. Alpaca Light.
What?
I've tried to say a lot of his nickname.
Oh, okay.
What was the middle thing you said after light?
I don't remember.
Okay. It sounded like something else. On the top side of Prion Terraces, we're looking at the main base of our Canadian Protoss. It is Desro.
Hype.
Yeah, and we just took a look at their... oh, what is this? It's a very quick scout. Makes me wonder where Desro is going to go with this. But yes, we took a look at the results when these two players have played against each other in the past, and the map score is 1-13. That's very rough. They played against each other just once in Legacy of the Void, though. But that encounter, Major was able to win 2-0 as well. Now, there is no shame in that, because Major is very good, and Desro has always been a guy that, he's good, but he's not pro-gamer good, while Major has been, I win a lot of prize money good. So
yeah.
There is no real shame in that, but that is kind of a rough record.
But in just the best of one, anything technically is possible, and we could see an upset here. Desro would really carry his nation through to the winners match to play for first place later today, and put Mexico out until tomorrow. They'd come back to play again tomorrow.
I'm so excited to have Petit Drogo over here. Finally, I'm sitting next to Drogo casting a Protoss match. It's the first time.
Yeah, I know it's not ideal for you, Drogo, but just do your best, man.
But Major is opening with Reaper, and Reaper, they've kind of fallen out of fashion in TVP. But this map is an exception, because on this map you can't really lose your Reaper to Pylon unless you're really not careful, because of the little thing at the back where you can jump up with a Reaper.
What's Desro doing up to the top right-hand side?
Cheeky proxy Stargate.
Cheeky probe. You having a cheeky time up there, mate? What do you think you're doing?
He's enjoying the view.
He's enjoying the view. He'll be enjoying more than just the view in a minute.
That probe was just like you and me, Sean. yesterday at Le Tour de Eiffel.
Oh yeah, we went to the top of the Eiffel Tower yesterday, Drogo. Do you know what it is? It's the massive.
He didn't know. For the people who missed last week's broadcast, I asked him about a very famous church, and he had no idea what it was. And then the people from O Gaming told him what it was. He's like, "No, never heard of it." We also went to this other building called the Arc de Triomphe.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Have you ever seen it with your own eyes?
I've seen it, I think.
On the internet.
I think.
On the internet, yes.
All right, so Reaper's looking around. No decision yet made from that probe up to the top right. He's just kind of chilling like we were on the Eiffel Tower. And it was really, it's really windy.
Like when there was a clear blue sky, I could see it from my apartment window. But I've never actually been to that side of Paris.
So right now, Major with a factory, with a third CC, I really expect him to make a cyclone.
Yeah, he did this against Huck earlier. It's exactly
This
the
is
same.
one of the most popular builds in PvT right now. You just like you can't really punish a quick third base from the Protoss player if he really wants to take one. So you just take a free base and you make a cyclone to not die to any War Prism stuff. But okay. If the thing is done, now we should be a cyclone hopefully. If he's not making one, okay, here you go.
I think this is a very strong build though from Major.
So wow.
Oh, he found what could have been the Dark Shrine, lined up with the Twilight Council finishing. And Adept does get into the mineral line though. This is always good for Desra.
A little bit of work.
He missed that second shot though.
You got a ACV. Usually you never get any with the Adept, so it's pretty cool. But we can see Desro. Oh, this is an old one. This is the good old. I'm gonna make 7 Adepts in your base. We're gonna have upgrade. And this game is gonna pretty much go down to if Major can kill the War Prism before it weapons on the units. If he can, he wins the game. If he can't, he will instantly lose.
Oh,
Good photo overcharge.
Yeah,
Gets the
caught him.
last hit on the Reaper. Do you
All
think it's
right.
just gonna go straight up 7-gate super all in? He's taking 2 more gases now, Drogo.
Yeah, but you actually need a bit of gas to warp Adepts.
I don't think a tank is great, by the way. I think the tank is more against Blink Stalkers, right?
Oh.
He's going for the Dark Shrine anyway.
Oh.
Do you think
So-
tanks are good against Adepts?
No, but with this build you get tanks because it's not ideal versus mass adepts, but you still kind of need it. Like their job is that to survive Blink Stalker, for example, and also to zone out Disruptor in the mid game. Because if you don't have Disruptor, you're kind of always under pressure. But if you have tanks, Disruptor can't really do as much.
It's safe to say that Major is worried about something
He
because he's
scanned the
getting a
main base
bunker
and
as
saw the
well.
Twilight Council gateways and stuff, so...
That bunker is ready now in the main base. Yes, the tank is well in a very strong defensive position. So for now, this tank is actually going to be pretty useful against these Adepts, especially because all the other units were in position. Man, Desro is still on 2 bases against a triple orbital Terran, by the way. He's getting a Dark Shrine, he's getting an Immortal. I feel Desro is getting a little bit of everything, but he's not committing to anything truly. And I'm starting to get a little bit worried for him, man, because as soon as Major's production will truly kick in, like Desro is staying on 2 bases for so long.
Like for example, is Double Forge? Yeah, okay, this Phoenixus. I would have liked to see this Phoenixus a lot earlier because he didn't really commit with his War Prism. But yeah, because right now it's gonna be a little bit oversaturated. It's natural, so it's not perfectly executed, but he can still just kill everything with DTs. So don't count him out just yet.
The
There
engineering
is scans
base,
saved up though, that's a bit of a problem. Quite a lot of scans saved up.
engineering bay only halfway down, and of course it is a triple orbital,
Yeah.
Sean, so you make a great point there.
Yeah, like Major is no fool. He sees Twilight Console. He knows that DTs are a real possibility.
If you see a Twilight like that, and you're not under any pressure, there's not a crazy amount of Adepts, so there's not a lot of Blink Stalkers, and there's not a third base, then you just have to ask yourself, okay, what is the one thing that can do terrible damage to me right now? Otherwise, this game is going great for me, right?
Yeah.
Major probably asked himself that question. He said, like, well, Dark Shrine is an option. He's getting a missile turret, has energy saved
He
up.
scans the Dark Shrine on the natural too. He's been really good about his scans. So nice and easy here for Major. Desro still without really dealing any damage to his opponent in this game.
It's kind of rough, because I feel that Desro's army right now misses real DPS. Like, Immortals are decent, but also a little bit immobile. Adepts are okay against small armies, but the bigger the army goes, the worse the Adept becomes.
I don't think the build of Destroy is that bad versus what Major is doing. It kind of looks like what Moro did. If you remember that game, it's like a lot of Adepts with upgrades. This is very late Medivac like this. It's really not that bad.
All right, well, here we do have a couple of units. 2 Dark Tempo and an Adept get dropped into the main base. Trying to chase down the Cyclone. Not going to work, but run into a turret as he's well under knowledge.
I don't know, Petit Drogo. I'm a little bit worried for Desro. I really don't think this is a good position to be in as a Protoss. when you open up like the first disruptor is so okay, that's actually nice. If the DT can stay hidden there for a while. But I'm worried because I think his army really lacks DPS.
He's getting some disruptors out now. He's got 2 Immortals disruptor. Number 2's on its way. 1-1's now finishing up for Desro as well.
Oh no. Like this will act like he wants to be aggressive. He really shouldn't.
No, he has double forge, second robo's on the way. There's no need to ever be aggressive.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful here because we saw this before, right, in PvT earlier. Where
Yeah, he's about to walk into tank fire. Gets hit twice.
Nope.
Blinks out.
I mean, might just be faking it a little bit, maybe distracting for the Dark Templar.
Yeah, hasn't moved yet though.
I'm just trying to make something out of it, Sean. There's no
I
need to shut me
know.
down like that. Hurt
Oh,
my
I'm waiting
feeling.
for him to move, Ronnie. I want you to be right, bro. I'm watching it. He's not moving though.
I mean, he is, you know, upgrade-wise, he's in a good position.
Oh,
Disruptor!
No.
Not very connected. That's not a massive army by Major because there's a lot of supply in tanks and stuff that's just sitting at home. Now that Dark Templar is going to go to work, so hopefully for Major...
Oh, and Desro takes a good little small skirmish in the middle of the map too. Kills off like half that bio and a medivac.
okay.
And he's continuing to push forward into 3 tanks. The Desro ball goes forward.
No.
He gets a good hit.
Wow, now suddenly this, okay, when reinforcements have arrived, I was a little bit worried there for Major. All of a sudden, that was a good hit. Double War Prism on the way.
Yeah, that's a bit
Okay,
funky.
no, he cancelled one.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe getting
So-
a little nervous as well. There's a lot of money saved up.
So yeah, so Destro's plan seems to be aggressive with his disruptor, which is not too bad of a plan, but usually versus tanks, it's really hard to do.
There's a Widowmine there as well. First
No.
Liberators are now on the way.
Yeah.
Major is just playing this very, very safe. I have the feeling that Major is approaching this. As long as I don't die, eventually I'll win.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely seems like it. But his upgrades are quite far ahead now. I mean, he's
Yeah.
almost completed with 2-2, not too far away from that.
And I love that forward base by Desro. You know, you want to get it. It's Legacy
Yeah.
of the Void. 9 minutes in, you have to think about a follow-up plan.
Trying to be efficient with these Desruptors. Sends them in one at a time. He's coming around this right-hand flank. Got to be careful. 2 tanks get repositioned. Deal out quite a bit of damage onto this Gateway army.
This Protoss army is so hit or miss, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
1 or 2 big disruptor hits, and you will be able to steamroll the Tennis army. But if you don't do that, and if you eat a couple of big tank shots, then suddenly your army is going to melt, and you won't really get anything done. Those bunkers are very well placed by Major.
Again, chipping away.
We thought these
Oh.
2 Liberators, it would actually be a little bit scary for Major. But now he's starting to... Oh, he actually only has 2 Liberators, and now he's remaking medivacs.
Another warping of units from
scan.
Desro. Tanks on the high ground here. That's a bit of a nuisance to deal with.
Still
Yeah,
Widowmines.
I'm sad that Desro didn't start 3-3 immediately. He would have had a nice lead when he got up there by 3-3.
That was pretty decent with the disruptors so far. He's keeping them alive. That's kind of
This-
a weird blink, I think. He might end up losing a lot of Stalkers. At the same time,
Oh.
Disruptor's still doing some serious work.
Keeps on chipping Major down. He's losing a lot himself though. 3-3 now starts for Desro. 2 more disruptables as well.
That forward base is very late though for Major, and Desro is going to be able to start mining of his forward base. And Deb's
Ooh.
getting a little ahead of the party there. Where's Major going to go with it? Is he truly going to commit?
Oh, he blinks aggressively into this Desro, and he's trying to target down the medivacs, Liberators, and tanks all at once. And
It's starting to
the
look pretty
SCVs are
good.
coming off the line.
It's starting to look pretty decent for Desro. Disruptor is going to blow up one of these tanks as well.
Oh, he needs to get outside that Liberation zone. Oh no, he takes it down. He takes down the Liberator. Desro keeps pushing here. No, Desro, is he doing this?
More Stalkers being wiped in as well. Disruptors are still alive. 17
Is
SCVs
he
have
breaking
gone
it?
down.
Desro?
Widowmine. It's
No,
starting to look pretty
Desro.
damn good. That Immortal is still alive as well. Reinforcements coming in, but there are no medivacs. Ooh, those mines did do a lot of economic damage. Desro, does he have enough money to reinforce his push? It's very risky to get that close to the barracks.
He backs off a little bit.
Oh.
Another Desro ball gonna go in, catches the back tail of those Marines. A third one or a second one goes in.
Does he have an observer here though? That's very important because there are multiple mines
Oh.
here that are getting ready to shoot.
The
Marauders
Immortal
getting
puts his
forward. This is
shields
so
on.
close. Will Desro be able to do it? It would be such a great victory for him. These mines, he needs an
I
observer
know.
so badly.
Yeah, and he's really lost all of his firepower now. It's only these disruptors, to be honest. And
Oh.
now the warp prism goes down. He's killed off a lot of workers, but likewise his Major, who's got
A single cannon here would have been would have allowed him to start mining from this. I think he can transfer a lot of workers from the main and natural towards his forward base as well. That forward base of Major is
Yeah.
still not done. Took a lot of damage as well.
But also this 3-3 is going to finish soon for Desro. And Major couldn't ever start his 3-3 because he's been
Yeah.
so stuck down with money.
Right now, this one needs to stabilize. Saturate your bases, saturate your fourth, remake a big army, and go. If Major doesn't do anything. You should die to the perch that's gonna come in a
Wow.
minute.
Desro performing when it matters the most.
No, this is a very big game for him, and it would mean so much for him to do this. Major's gonna try to drop mines one more time. The cannon is not ready yet. The rhythm, the observer is still there though.
Desro actions,
Is he
Desro
paying attention?
reactions.
Yes, he is paying attention.
Oh, it's not too bad. 4 go down.
It's not
He's
great.
got another mine on this other gold base. 4 Stalkers get whooped in. They should be fine to deal with it.
Yep, observer's a little bit out of position. Focus
Oh.
the mine, focus the mine. Yes, he does
Yes.
get the mine. Well done there by Desro.
Okay, +3 attack now started for Mage, who's getting a little bit more active in the map, moving out his forces.
Okay, clash on the left side of the map. Oh, wow, Desro balls.
Desro balls one more time, baby. Blinks forward,
Marauder.
catches quite a lot of that army, actually. I think that's a fair trade for...
Desro has done such a
Desro.
good job in just refusing to allow Major to get that critical mass of bio, right?
Yeah,
Because it's been like pretty close multiple times where if you don't get a decent hit then you're just going to die immediately and all of his units were going to melt. But he just keeps chipping away at the army of Major.
Looks like he's going to do what Drogo said as well, just go for an attack now. He's got his bases mining and up and running. He goes into the middle of the map. Desro ball time sends one in, and that's a pretty decent start to
Wow.
this one. The second one not as good, but
Be
it's
careful.
okay.
Observer, observer.
There's another one! Oh, he picks up last minute, but Desro fights forward. He gets his 2 mini-max. The third one, Desro! He's performing, Roddy!
He's
Oh my
doing
God, Desro's
it.
going to do it!
He's doing it when it matters the most. Still has to be a tiny bit careful. Not a disruptive shot connecting with 4 or 5 units.
That's
But I think
right.
Desi is going to do it.
Desro, 1 map win versus 13 map losses against Major. It's clear that's the
Oh,
Desro!
that's right.
Hi! Desro! GG!
Wale! Canada wins 4-2 against
Yeah.
Mexico. And Desro, being 1-13 in his career against Major, gets a win when it matters the most. In sort of the ace match over here. In this war,
Wow.
this could have got very risky for Canada, man. Like if you lose this one, I don't know what the last map is going to be, but we all know that Major has what it takes to defeat either Hawk or Scarlet, as he already done it in this war. So what a big victory for Desro, probably the biggest one he's had in NationWars, and that's amazing for him.
And what a game too. It wasn't a game where he was like, oh, I got you with my special all-in. No, it was a legit macro game, and he was a little bit behind at the beginning, I feel.
Yep, because
So-
it felt like his opening wasn't really achieving what he was looking for, but it's just a very strong mid-game, excellent use of the disruptors. You can truly see he's been playing a lot with the unit. He stayed patient, maybe fell apart a tiny bit against the Widowmine drop, but then he did exactly what Drogo said, you know, just recollect yourself,
And
stay
go
calm
again.
and composed, take care of the mines, build up an army and go again. And yeah, no, that clash in the middle of the map
That
where
was so sick.
yeah, the mine also damaged the medevac, and then he blinked forward, and he got 2 full medevacs. Oh, what a
Puts
great win for him, man. I'm pretty happy for
Canada
Desi.
into the winners match now. They have knocked Mexico down. They must play tomorrow, Mexico, in the losers match. It's also revenge from the previous season when Mexico did beat Canada, and this time it's turned around. Hello, thanks for your tweet. #NW3 Beach and Craft Portio Molelos Max with Sister Freedom. See that? Pretty sick, man.
Not bad, not bad.
And #NW3 Moleman and O Gaming TV. Nice Christmas tree.
Man,
mate.
he's gonna be playing StarCraft while like getting stung all the time by that Christmas tree. Oh, damn it.
Major go, go, go. Terran Power, lunchtime praying for Mexico. Thank you, Mexa Warrior. Love these tweets, and cheeky Mexican beer too. No work now till the 4th of Jan. Pizza
Wow.
in oven.
That's a pretty sick poster above the screen.
I think it's more sick that he doesn't have to work until the 4th of January.
That's
That's
pretty
amazing.
sick too, man. That's like 4
Congratulations,
weeks, man.
Dan. Like, you know, enjoy your time. That seems like an amazing December to me. What is it, like December 10? He's living the Claris life over here. You know? Claris is like on the 2nd of December, like last cast of the year. It's like,
Last cast of the
woohoo!
year, boys. Like, see you in January.
It's like I'm looking at my agenda. It's like, man, I got 14 more shows. Damn it. What am I doing wrong? Should have been full-time employed after all.
Oh, so sick. And we're going to be going over very shortly, of course, to the winners interview. It'll be good to hear from Team Canada. And, of course, Team Desro.
He's going to be smiling ear to ear, man.
Yeah.
Don't smile too much, Desro. There's a good chance you play against Holland later, and that's where things will
That's where
start
Roddy's,
crumbling down.
Roddy's passion's going to be there.
Roddy's passion is always there.
It's going to be really shown today, though.
When has Roddy's passion not been there?
Never, Kev. You are the
No,
most
it's
passionate
day-
guy
day
I know,
one of the-
especially compared to me and Drogo.
Day 1 of the beta, Roddy was there. 5 years later, he's still there.
Yeah, he is, man. #Roddy Passion. Are we ready down there yet? Not yet. Still waiting for Team Canada to get onto Skype.
Desro is probably like running around his house.
He's running around his house.
Like through the streets. Woo-hoo! He's like singing the national anthem right now. He's pouring maple syrup all over his body. Like, yeah!
yeah! Go, baby! Maple syrup,
So sick!
Hashtag Panda Tribe.
Sorry?
Hashtag Panda Tribe.
Panda Tribe, yeah, that's right. He's putting on the hat right now for the interview.
Yeah, he's going to be over the moon, man.
Yeah, nah, that's great. I mean, so would I be, you know. There's also been a couple of Canadians out there on the forums who be saying like, you know, I love Desro, it's fun streaming, but should he really be on the team and then getting a victory like this?
Yeah.
That must feel unbelievable. So
He's starting to become one of the
Top
best performing
performers.
players too. He's got 5 wins and 1 loss throughout all of, including the qualifiers though. So
yeah, but this win alone means more than all the other wins he got, because those wins, you know, Hawk and Scarlet would have probably taken care of business there as well. But getting this win is a very, very big deal. So that's awesome.
all right, Kev, Canada's ready. Let's go to the public
it.
viewing area to hear from Team Canada.
OMG, Todd. What the hell was that?
Desro doing his thing. Desro doing his thing is what just happened. We saw him play pretty well earlier in the qualifiers, 4-0 against Belgium.
Yeah.
He's back, and
But now we're not talking about Belgium, we're talking about fucking Major.
yeah, that was pretty good. And even in very convincing fashion. It's not like, you know, he cheesed and won directly. Well, he did kind of try to do a DD drop, but still, like, disruptors, 4th base, always attacking. And the best disruptor use that I think we've seen out of everybody.
Yeah, super neat plays by Desro. We're gonna get Huck and Desro. Hello, guys. Congratulations for beating your nemesis Mexico in order to start.
It feels great. After getting cheese last year, it was pretty painful.
Well, Desro, we're gonna begin with you again. What happened against Major? Were you confident at any point? You were just facing the ace player of the Mexican team.
I think the nerves played against me. I think he could have been a little bit smoother. He trashed me 2-0 last week in an online cup. So it was nice to practice all week and be prepared for him. I said in the captain's interview that the French players helped me practice, and I want to say it again. It was Shubs, DNS, T-Drogo, and Marine Lord. So big thanks to them again for the help.
Okay, nice.
We've seen you use a lot of disruptors, even more so than I think most other Protosses. What is it with you and these units? Do you think
actually-
that
Go ahead, sorry.
disruptors are the most viable unit that you can go for? Or what's the love story about here between you and those?
Actually, Huck converted me to Templar play. I've been doing that for 2 weeks, but last night I had some revelation moment where I thought this DT build would do pretty well versus Major. It would be pretty cheeky. And Storm didn't work when I started with DT, so I did Disruptor. As for the Destro balls, I don't know. You guys are hyping it so much. I'm trying my best, you know? That's all I'm doing.
Huck, I see you smile. You haven't qualified yet for the round of 8, but by all means, like this is a big win here and a revenge. How would you rate you guys? Like right now, it's you, Scarlet, and Desro, like 2 Protoss and 1 Zerg. Would you rate you guys, definitely to be one of the top contenders to make it to top 8, top 4? Are you happy with the whole team?
It depends a lot on the bracket luck, of course. Like if you get matched versus a very good team, it's going to be really tough. But if we can get out first, I think we have a good shot. I thought we had 2 very strong players and, a decent player, but it seems like we have 3 strong players because I didn't beat Major, Scarlet lost to Major, and to be honest, Desro definitely shutting up the haters, I could say, as far as, people saying that he might not deserve to be on the team compared to some other people. So I just want to say congratulations to him, and he definitely deserves all the hype. He played a great game, even, playing from behind, I would say.
Yeah, definitely high performance. So, Huck, there are still Denmark and Netherlands in your group. Which one of the countries would you rather face in the winner match?
I don't even know who's on each team. Both countries are not that great. I think Mexico is probably harder than both those teams. The biggest challenge will be playing cross server. Other than that, if we can work past getting, focusing our minds and not being frustrated by that, we should win. pretty
Not
easily.
worried at all about Netherlands?
Who's on Netherlands?
Hardstem, Uthermal?
Yeah, I mean, Harstem's a pretty good player, I guess. He's been playing in Korea for a while, so it's a big question mark for him. Euthermal's good. I know he's been doing well on online cups lately, but no worry.
Scarlett, are you with us?
I don't think she made it. Oh,
Oh, hello. Congratulations, first of all, on the first match here, Scarlett. I think you played a huge part in the victory. Can you tell us or take us through your practice a little bit? Because we were theorizing a lot about how much we think you're playing right now. So tell us a little bit like how much you've been practicing and about the games that you played today here a little bit as well, if you can, please.
I played a bunch of games like a few weeks ago and a bunch of games in the past few days. I think I didn't play as well in the tournament as I did on ladder. But it's lucky I didn't play Protoss because I have trouble against them. Game 3 against Major, that map, I just veto it because I think it's a terrible map. It got pretty hard spawns. I tried to do it all in. I messed up like 20 times. But I hope it made a really entertaining game. It was very weird to play. But yeah, I think I'm going to get better as the tournament goes on. Like if we keep advancing, I think I'll play better every single round. So I just hope we can advance from the group and then easily win round of 8 and do well in Paris.
Nice, nice. Well, we're really happy to see that all the Canadian team is in shape, and it looks like a strong contender for the other teams. Have you seen the other groups matches like China has been doing very well, Ukraine? Is there new players that you didn't see coming and that now you're considering as a potential danger in this tournament?
Well, I think the best players from the other matches are actually just my teammates, Nuchu and Vi. They've done really well. So I think if we have to play Ukraine or Poland, those will be really hard matches. In terms of China, I know Shigua did well, Maxed did well. They've always been pretty good players, but I don't think it's too unexpected.
Okay, nice. Last question, Huck, do you have something to say for the French selection? They reached the second place of their group. If you are so confident, you will be first of your group, so you might face France in the quarterfinals. Does that mean something to you?
Yeah, I mean, in the previous interview I did leading up to this, I said France was a pretty strong team. Ukraine, Poland, France obviously being probably the strongest second place team right now. But to be honest, looking at the groups, the top 8 are going to be. It doesn't matter almost because all the teams are going to be really high level. We're just going to focus on doing our best individually and then hopefully winning games when it matters. But France is very good. Their team's pretty scary, and I'm personally, most worried about Marine Lord. I think Little Bo is slacking a little bit, just because he did lose to Maro. Even though I don't think Maro is a bad player or anything, I think everybody expected Little Bo to perform a little bit better on Legacy of the Void since he's been practicing for so long. We'll see if he can get there by time we play them, if we do play them.
Hey, thank you very much. So, guys, well, congratulations again. Some noise for Desro, please, in the studio. Which is becoming a legend here. We'll see you in the winner match, guys, girls. Thank you very much for this interview.
thank you.
Ciao, thank you. Awesome games, awesome games. This NationWars Group C is going pretty well, Todd.
Yeah, it's going really well, and looking forward to their next match as well, because we had a few surprises, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more in stores. But let's go back to respectively the French and English broadcast with our casters.
Thank you very much, guys. Always fun to hear what you've got to say and so on. But Huck said that the Netherlands, he doesn't even know who's on the team.
I came here with the best intentions to be as neutral as possible, I was like, it's gonna be a little bit biased for Holland, but I'm not gonna go overboard. And after what Hawk said there, 4-0, Kev the King. Can't wait for my boys. We're going
Kev's
to
getting
demolish
excited.
Denmark first, and then Hawk, he will know about Holland. He will know every player. Their first